Earlier this year, we went to the Georgia Aquarium. And at the Georgia Aquarium, we saw a lot of fish. Today, we are going to be counting on, and we are going to be working on our math fluency. We need to know how to add 1 to every single number we see. So, whenever you see a number, you should know how to add 1 to that number. And that's the fluency rule that we are going to be learning today. To help us practice this rule, we are going to be reading a book called Fish Eyes, a book you can count on. But before we do that, let's read our I can statement of the day. I can add 1 to a number by counting on. Okay, let's try to read it again. I can add 1 to a number by counting on. Good job! Let's get started with this book. Fish Eyes, a book you can count on. If I could put on a suit of scales and some fins and one of these tails, I'd close my eyes, then I'd wish that I'd turn into a beautiful fish. I'd flop down rivers and splash in the sea. Will you dance with me? I'd swim so far you would never catch me. I'd see. I wonder what they'll see. 1 green fish. 1 green fish plus me makes 2. In this book, we have our character right here. And he appears on every single page. And when you see him, you need to count the big fish on the page and add 1 by counting on. So, for example, on this page, we see 1 big green fish. But in the corner, we see a small fish, so we're going to count on and add 1 to this 1 big fish. So we have 1, and then we have a little fish, 2. So on this page, there are 2 fish, and that happens throughout the book. 2 jumping fish. And there's 2 jumping fish, and 2 jumping fish plus me makes 3. 3 smiling fish. Well, I see 3 smiling fish plus me makes 4. 4 striped fish. 4 striped fish plus me makes 5. 5 spotted fish. 5 spotted fish plus me makes 6. 6 fan-tailed fish. 6 fan-tailed fish plus me makes 7. 7 flipping fish. 7 flipping fish plus me makes 8. 8 skinny fish. 8 skinny fish plus me makes 9. 9 flashy fish. 9 flashy fish plus me makes 10. 10 darting fish. 10 darting fish. So long. Then I'd keep swimming until I would see all those fish eyes looking at me. If you could truly have a wish, would you wish to be a fish? Goodbye. Hope to see you again. Now it is time to practice counting on and adding 1 by yourself. And now it is time to practice counting on and adding 1 with me. Now, this is the work that you will submit to Class Dojo. So make sure you do an excellent job. What you're going to need for this assignment is 1 sheet of paper and a marker or a pencil or anything to write with. So what I'm going to do first, and what I want you to do, is write every single number from 0 to 10 on your sheet of paper. So you're going to write the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. After you have written every single number, you need to grab something that you can move along the number line. I am going to use this marshmallow, but you don't have to use a marshmallow. You can use a Cheerio or an almond or a bean or a piece of rice, anything that you can move along the number. Today we're going to keep on practicing the rule of adding 1, and we're going to write our math facts and our math fluency below this number line. So the first thing that I want you to do is put your counter on the number 0. Now, in order to add 1, we need to move this counter up 1 on our number line. So we have 0, we're going to move it up 1. So I just had 0, and I added 1. And what number is my counter on? 1. So 0 plus 1 equals 1. I'm going to do a little bit of a line to separate these two things. Now, our counter is on 1. So we're going to move it up 1 number on the number line and see what we get. So we start with 1. So I'm going to write that number right here. And look at it. We just moved it up and added 1. So 1 plus 1 equals, and what number are we on? 2. So it's time to move it up one more time. We're on 3. So we started on 2. We added 1, and that equals 3. I want you to keep moving your counter up until at the end you have all of the plus 1 counting on addition math facts on your paper. After you do that, I want you to take a picture of it and submit it to Class Dojo. We are all really looking forward to seeing your work.